Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Cheeka. I have with me the great man Srikkanth. I'm Aniruda Srikkanth, and today we're going to be talking about some of the key players going into this IPL. Cheeka, over the last 13 years, you've seen a lot of players that have come through, that have played the IPL. But going into this particular IPL, who do you feel are some of the key players that come at the top of your head?
See, 2020 IPL. 2020, I'm talking about 2020 cricket. That's what I meant with 2020 IPL. I think some of the key players, in my opinion, going to be, I think it'll be, from Mumbai Indians, it'll be Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya. From CSK, I think it's going to be, Dhoni is going to be a very crucial factor, and I think he will prove himself to be a great guy here. Because one is he's retired from all forms of cricket, number one. Number two, knowing Dhoni, he's a very determined guy here, because you have to understand one thing. What is the speciality about Dhoni? His sense of determination, which he doesn't show much. I think he's got something to prove for himself and for the whole world. And I think that's what he's going to do in this IPL. The last couple of IPLs, don't forget, he's done pretty well. And other guy, I think, will be Dwayne Bravo from CSK. Virat Kohli, obviously, from Rajasthan Royals, Royal Challengers Bangalore.
Yeah, but having said that, I'm not going to make it easy for you. So on top of the head, see, if you look at it that way, we all know there are great players in every franchise. There are about 3-4 great players in every franchise. Yeah, I'll give that to you. I mean, going on the Dwayne Bravo point of view, before anything, first of all, we have to congratulate him. He's the first guy to get 500 wickets in T20. That's a phenomenal achievement.
Very, very recently he's done it.
Yeah, he did it yesterday.
And man, he's a match winner. See, end of the day, here you have to understand one thing. What is 2020 all about? What is T20 all about? It's about match winners. Who's a guy who's got a spark to win in matches in, say, 10 balls, 6 balls? That's what.
So from that point of view,
Hardik Pandya, these are the guys who can do it.
From that point of view, I'm going to ask you to pick only one player, only one from every franchisee that is going to be a key factor.
Only one player?
So let's start with CSK. Just the one player. Just give me one name.
I think it's going to be Dwayne Bravo.
I'll go for MSD.
Okay, fine. I mean, I've given them my views on MSD.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going for MSD because he's the captain of the ship and lot rides on him.
I go for Dwayne Bravo because he's an all-rounder.
Give it to you.
He can bowl, he can bat, he can take brilliant catches, and he's an anytime match winner.
I give it to you. And then let's go to RCB next.
Virat Kohli.
Yeah, there's no doubting that Virat Kohli.
He's playing brilliantly. He's captaining the.
Any chance of ABD being there?
ABD, see, don't forget, guys. ABD is retired long back. Once you retire from international cricket, I mean, dear viewers, you have to understand one thing. See what happened to Adam Gilchrist. Adam Gilchrist, as long as he's playing for Australia, his IPL track record is brilliant.
That's phenomenal. Yeah.
You take Matthew Hayden, as long as he's playing for Australia, his IPL track record is brilliant. The moment they retire, something goes wrong with that motivation, I guess.
I wouldn't say that about all players. I mean, if you look at it from a Michael Hussey's standpoint of view, he was terrific even after he retired.
Okay, he was the same. He's been he's a consistent player, but not a great match winner. I'm talking from a different angle, my dear friend.
Yeah.
You have to understand. I'm talking about guys who can just take the match away from you. Gilchrist could take the match away from you.
So continuing, let's continue with this.
We're talking about Dwayne Bravo.
You've said Dwayne Bravo from CSK. I've said MS Dhoni from CSK. You've said Virat Kohli. We both agree on Virat Kohli with RCB. Let's go to Sunrisers. Who do you think is going to be the key player for them?
Sure, I'm definitely David Warner. He's one guy who's won matches single-handed.
True. Yeah, can't argue too much with David Warner.
If you argue with me, I think you're being nuts.
I'm not. I agree with you. David Warner is actually sensational. I mean, we had Bairstow also coming in last year doing a phenomenal performance.
David Warner, that's it.
Kane Williamson,
who did. It's a one-man show there.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I'll give that to you. David Warner for that. Let's go to Mumbai Indians. One player. Mumbai Indians have a lot of match winners, and you have to pick only one.
I'll go for Hardik Pandya. Reason is this: all-rounder. He might give a lot of runs, but then he's got the wicket-taking luck. But he is one guy who can win matches from any situation. Don't forget, against CSK long back in Chennai, last over they needed 18 runs or something like that. He finished off 3-4 6s in a row and won a match for them. Like that, he is one guy who
I think that shot him up to the limelight very quickly.
From that point on, Hardik Pandya, everybody says, man, who's this guy who can hit sixes, win matches? He's always a match winner for me. I mean, Rohit Sharma is there, but still, since you said one guy, I go for Hardik Pandya.
Done. I'm going to go with the hitman. I'm a huge Rohit Sharma fan.
I'm also a Rohit Sharma fan, man. He's a nobody. Who's not a Rohit Sharma fan?
Because I have history with Rohit Sharma. Me and him were teammates in under 19. I've played a lot of cricket with him, and I was a huge fan of his when I was growing up itself. We played a lot of cricket together, and every time I watch him bat, I always feel, man, this guy is unbelievable.
I mean, you are absolutely right. Right from 2008, the day he was playing for, Deccan Chargers, from the time he was playing for Deccan Chargers, and then when he moved on to Mumbai also, he's been brilliant. I'm not saying no at all. But then since you said I have to pick only one guy from each team,
fair enough.
You have to understand, this selector, the guy sitting next to me, he's talking to the former chairman of selection committee, and he's saying, you have to pick one guy. So my pick is Hardik Pandya. What do you want me to do?
Fair enough. I mean, it's your team, end of the day. It's your call.
It's not my call. Let the viewers decide.
Before we go on, please hit the subscribe button for our channel. And also, please put your comments on who you guys would pick from each team. So let's go on. Next team we'll go on to is KKR. Your pick from KKR.
I think there's only one pick. KKR is going to be only Andy Russell. I mean, I thought of Sunil Narayan, but then Andy Russell is a guy who can again change matches just like that.
I'm going to throw in a name for you before anything. He's a young Indian cricketer. He's also unbelievably talented. Shubman Gill.
Yeah, but I think you have to understand one thing. In that level, I mean, he needs some more time. He's very talented. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying Shubman Gill is fantastic. I'm not saying no at all. Yeah, because you understand one thing. In IPL, the pressure of IPL is huge in multiple ways.
Yeah, so but he's done really well last year.
But then don't forget, Andy Russell's level is sometimes different. Again.
I'm going to counter him on this. I'm going to go with Shubman Gill this year.
Andy Russell is an all-rounder. He can bowl, he can
I give that to you. Listen, I'm not saying who's yes, I'll definitely give it to you.
Okay, you're saying the guy looking for KKR is
Shubman Gill because
I'm saying Russell.
The only reason why I'm saying Shubman Gill is because he's going to be carrying the batting load for them. He's going to be their main linchpin they rely on. And I feel he's going to do a terrific job this
I wish he does it. Good luck to you. Good, Shubman Gill.
Moving on. Let's go to Rajasthan Royals next.
Rajasthan Royals, it's nothing but the Englishman.
Ben Stokes?
That's it. The guy who won the World Cup, the man of the World Cup.
Yeah, we can't argue too much. What about Steve Smith and Geoffrey Archer? Maybe?
See, Steve Smith is good. Josh Butler is also good.
Josh Butler
is there, don't forget that. But I still believe that, see, again, I always pick an all-rounder. For me, all-rounders is the key to success in any format, especially in T20 and one-day format. Don't forget that. And this guy's an unbelievable fielder too. What catches he can take. I mean, you have to give it to him.
If you're looking at all formats, and if you're looking at all three, fielding, batting, and bowling put together, you won't get a better player than Ben Stokes going.
You said you asked me to pick one player.
Yeah.
So I have no choice. I mean, I don't have much.
Right now, he's the best in the world.
No. You have any choice?
Against Ben Stokes, no, he's the best in the world.
You want to take Steve Smith or Josh Butler?
No, you're
just throwing names.
I'm throwing names for you.
Fine,
we had this discussion about Andy Russell and Shubman Gill. Somewhere down the line, I felt Shubman Gill would be a bigger part to play.
I hope I'm proven wrong.
But I still feel Ben Stokes is going to be the key man.
As far as Shubman Gill is good, I hope I'm proven wrong because it's good for Indian youngster, right?
Yeah, very good. It's very good for Indian cricket.
It's good for Indian cricket.
Yeah. And then moving on to one of the teams that I feel could break that shackle and win the IPL this year, the Delhi Capitals.
Rishabh Pant. I'm for him all the time. Even though, he's had some few failures in international cricket.
Let me tell you before anything, the only reason why he's picking Rishabh Pant is because he has the same mentality from ball one. See ball, hit ball. Don't forget everything else.
No chance. I think this guy just talks. I'm telling you, Mr. Aniruda is talking something absolutely. I wouldn't agree with your talk. I'll tell you why. You see the number of matches he's won for them. And he's a guy who can just take the match away from you.
See.
Match of 12 balls, he can take the match away from you. Can anybody else do it in Delhi for you?
Hitmeyer
cannot do it like what Rishabh Pant has done consistently. Excuse me. Hitmeyer can do it once in a while. Rishabh Pant has done it consistently.
He's right now the number 4 in the Indian team.
My dear friend, there's a difference between a guy who can win matches, who can win matches for you in 2-3 overs. IPL is all about winning in 2-3 overs.
You know what?
Who can do it?
Okay, we'll leave your pick.
Take the track record. We'll take that IPL track
We'll
record.
leave your pick at Rishabh Pant.
Excuse me, you take
I am going to go for one player that you guys will never expect to go for, and I'm going to go with Ashwin. I feel he might. If you personally ask me, he was the best spinner last year in the IPL. He was definitely the best spinner. Okay, Rashid Khan was probably obviously. I'm talking about the Indian contingent spinners. Ashwin was right up there, and I think it's a very smart trade by Delhi to get him back, to get him for the first time, because they were lacking that one, that penetrative spinner who could, tie a team down in the middle overs, who will give you that couple of overs in the new ball, who could also bowl in the death, and his experience across this format has been unbelievable.
I'm not taking anything away from Ashwin. Ashwin is a brilliant cricketer. He's done brilliantly across IPL. I accept that. But since I have to pick only one player, it has to be only Rishabh Pant.
I'm going with Ashwin.
Okay, you go with Ashwin. I go with Rishabh Pant.
Yeah. Done. We agree to disagree.
Let's see.
All right. The next team is Kings 11 Punjab.
KL Rahul. I mean, you have any other choice? Don't tell me you're going to disagree with me on this also.
Universe boss, Christopher Henry Gale. He's my man.
No.
He's my man.
KL Rahul.
See, here's the thing.
Every IPL you're talking about. I tell you what.
I'll tell you a pre-story.
Tell me a pre-story.
Every IPL, we have a friends group and we all play this IPL fantasy. The game that comes out either in Dream 11 or in some of the websites we play fantasy. Over the last 10 years, there's only one player that I never drop, and that's Chris Gale.
Just because you don't drop doesn't mean the greatest.
No.
Excuse me.
He is the greatest T20 cricketer.
Excuse me. That may be yes. I'm not saying no. I'm not disputing that. You said between one player. I have only one choice.
Yep.
Per team. Okay. If it's a fight between KL Rahul and Christopher Henry Gale, I'll go for KL Rahul. Simple. Youngster, you say his performance last 2 years in IPL.
It's been terrific. I mean,
then what are you arguing about?
You see,
why are you arguing with me just like that?
I'm not arguing for the sake of it. I have my point of view.
See,
you cannot forget that Gale, when he gets going, the match is done.
One thing, when anybody gets going, the match is done.
No, not necessarily. Come on. Christopher Gale is special.
One thing I tell you, my dear friends, dear viewers, Christopher Henry Gale is an outstanding cricketer. One of the greatest openers the world has ever seen across formats.
Yeah, on all three formats.
Across formats. The world has ever seen. I accept it. I'm talking about 2020 IPL.
All right, when you look at the current scenario, Gale not played that much of cricket, I can give you
You're talking about 2020 IPL that's going to happen in Dubai shortly. We are not talking about what happened in the past. You're not going to.
Yeah, but you can't write off Gale. I mean, he was.
I'm fuck KL Rahul.
He was still terrific last 2 years for Kings 11.
Excuse me, KL Rahul has been the key guy. He's a subtle cricketer. The way he plays his shots, covered right, 1-6. You don't know he's hitting the ball at all. But then suddenly
you have to remember, Gale does the same thing. He just stands there, touches the ball, it's out of the park.
Okay, fine. But what's your choice, by the way?
I will
decide. Now you just now said Christopher Henry.
No, it was just.
Is it going to be KL Rahul?
Considering all factors that go into this IPL, because there's been a break for a long time, the preparation, they haven't been in match practice.
Forget about all that. Just give me a name. Enough of all this.
All right. I'll stick with you. I'll go with KL.
God, at last you agree.
Yeah. It was a fun segment, Cheeka. We agreed to disagree on a lot of players. It was really fun discussing a team with you. I got an insight of how it would actually be if I actually sat in a selection panel.
I wish you were a chairman of selection. I wish you were once upon a time a chairman of selectors. Then you'll understand the intricacies. Now, dear viewers, you will understand the intricacies of selecting a team, especially when you're selecting a World Cup team.
Especially with him being the chairman, and if I'm the other guy there, we're going to have a lot of arguments going on that. But it was really fun. It was really good fun.
We will do one show on team selection itself.
Definitely, we have to do a show on team selection, probably the all-time great IPL 11.
Why not we do that?
We should definitely.
Before that, let the viewers give their all-time great IPL 11.
So viewers, please hit the subscribe button. Please also give your views on who the key player for each team would be from your side. Thank you.